Wouldn't it be nice to have the pipelines full of listings and buyers that are ready to go? And so when the floodgates open, boom, you've got business. Hey there, it's Kevin Ward, the founder of Yes Masters Real Estate Success Training, helping you get more yeses and more successes in your business and in your life, even when everything is shut down. And one of the most common questions I'm getting now from real estate agents is, how do you keep doing lead generation? How in the world can we prospect when everything's on lockdown? We can't, in some states, in some markets, they are literally, you cannot call people on the phone. You certainly can't go door knocking. You can't, you can't, if you get a listing appointment, you can't go on the listing appointment. How do you keep doing lead generation when everything is on lockdown? That's the topic of this video. I got 3 strategies for you right now that you can use to continue lead generating, keep generating business for your business, even when everything is on lockdown. Now, this video is obviously time sensitive. So number 1 is your personal circle. That's the people that you know. All the people that you know is right now, your lead generation is sowing the seed for future business. You are filling your pipelines. Okay, that's how you have to approach this, because in some cases, there's just not anything that you can do right now. Even if you find a motivated buyer or a motivated seller, you can't show them a house if they're a buyer. You can't list their house or show their house if they're a seller. And so there is a sense in which right now, that part of the process is on hold, but it doesn't mean that you can't continue to fill your pipelines and generate business, because when everything opens up again and we're able to go back to functioning normally and actually able to show properties and list properties and all that, wouldn't it be nice to have the pipelines full of listings and buyers that are ready to go? And so when the floodgates open, boom, you've got business already ready to go, rather than being the agent who's been sitting there going like, I can't do anything. Oh no, we can't prosper. I'll be glad when we get back to normal. And then when things get back to normal, they got nothing and they're starting over with no momentum and nothing in the pipelines. So number 1 is you have to have that mindset of going through here. And the first group, your first strategy is talking to your personal circle. Now, here's the thing. I'm not talking to them and say, hey, who do you know is looking to buy or sell right now? Now, you can say that, but right now, the first thing is you want to do is let people know that you care about them. So if you haven't already done this, and I've been talking about this for the last couple of weeks, is you want to be sending text messages to every single person in your personal circle. You go through your phone, every single person that you have in your phone, and just send them a text message. Just say, hey, and if you're sending it to me, hey, Kevin and Julie, hope you guys are doing well and staying safe in these uncertain times. Just wanted to send you some positive energy and good vibes. And then a smiley face or a heart, and then your name. Okay, if it's somebody that you just met one time, haven't talked to them in a long time, you send that to them, put your name and your real estate company just to remind them who you are, and that makes you memorable to people. I've had 2 text messages that I've gotten from people that we have done business with in the past that are not real estate related, but they just sending me text messages saying, hey, hope all is well. I'm like, what a great way to give a personal touch to somebody that builds goodwill with people, that builds credibility with people, that tells them you care. And what you're doing is 2 things. Number 1 is you're increasing your credibility, making people like you more, feel better towards you. And number 2 is you are creating or increasing top of mind awareness, because they know you're in real estate. The next time you talk to them, when things kind of open back up, then you say, who do you know that's looking to buy or sell now after all this pent up, time? You can have that conversation in the future, but right now, think of it as sowing seed for the future. Number 2 is virtual networking with investors. All right. Investors are going to be a great place to go, because if all of this turns into a housing downturn, and I think the probability is it's going to, then investors are going to be coming out of the woodworks. You want them to be working with you. Well, if you don't know investors, where's the best place to find investors? And the best place is at real estate investor meetup groups. Problem is, they're not meeting right now. So what can you do? Go to meetup.com, get in the real estate investor groups, and get on their virtual meetings. If they're not having meetings right now, get in there, find out who the organizer is or organizers are, and say, hey, why don't we set it up on Zoom or some other platform, a video conference platform where we can still have a virtual meeting. And I'll just give you an example. I was just looking at Meetup just here right now, and I'm looking at here in Los Angeles, Best Los Angeles Real Estate Investment Club. They typically have dozens and dozens of people, like 20 to 30 to 40 people that come to an investor meetup group. And here is what it says. It says, April 1st meeting has been canceled. Due to the rapidly escalating health concerns, they canceled the meeting. Well, now I can't network with that group. All right, what if I could help coordinate? It actually had 28 people who had already registered to attend that event that they have canceled. 28 attendees right there on the computer, on the internet right now. What if you could set it up so they do a virtual and you help organize it? Now, even if you're new in that group, they're going to go like and say, hey guys, this is awesome. We're so grateful for all you guys to come, and want to thank, I want to thank Bill, a new member in our group, for helping set up this Zoom and coming up with the ideas so we can continue to learn and help each other and learn about real estate investing and where the opportunities are going to be as things change in this market. This is awesome. And now you are somebody who is adding value, and that is going to help you connect with more people. And you right now want to be building relationships with investors and learning about real estate investing if you don't know anything about it, and building relationships with investors, because there's going to be a lot of opportunities coming out of all this on the back end. And then third is keep prospecting for motivated sellers. Keep prospecting for motivated sellers. Now, if you are in one of the few places where they have actually said you are not allowed to call, for example, for sell by owners expireds, then I say follow the law, follow the rules, and all that kind of stuff. But for the most part, that's going to be temporary. All right, it's temporary. So what do? You keep prospecting for motivated sellers with a view to the market's everything reopening. When everything reopens, you already want to have those leads in the pipeline. You already want to have those appointments set, or tentative appointments that are them going like, yep, as soon as we get this done, let's meet. Or as soon as this opens back up, let's get the listing on the market. You can get stuff done virtually. You can do FaceTime, you can do Skype, you can do Zoom, where you can actually do a video listing presentation and so forth. And again, it comes back to motivated sellers. People that aren't motivated, that don't need to move right now, there's a lot of them that going like, I just think right now I'm going to stay put. Okay, got it. Don't try to convince them to move when they're not moving. What am I looking for? I'm prospecting, looking for motivated sellers with a view to the market, so to speak, everything reopening. So that would be for sell by owners. You're going to have for sell by owners right now. They've been trying to sell it themselves. And now with all this happening, they're going like, and I don't know what's going to happen in the real estate market. I think I need a good agent to help me. That's going to happen. So there's going to be for sale by owners that were trying it on their own, but now because they're nervous, and rightly so, they're going like, I think I need to hire an agent. You're going to have expired listings, the listings that have canceled or expired, and they're motivated and they're just waiting for things to open back up, and they need a great agent, and you can be that agent. Vacant homes that for the past few years, well, the market's good and prices are going up. A guy that owns a house and it's maybe been sitting there vacant, he's tried to sell it, but he's in no rush because he knows, I'm just paying insurance, I'm paying insurance and utilities and top property taxes, and all. It's not really costing me money because it's making me money as it appreciates. But now they're looking at the proposition that the market could be going down, house prices could be collapsing, and they're going like, man, we got to sell this house. They are now bleeding money and terrified of bleeding out equity, and so all of a sudden their motivation goes through the roof, and they're ready to go. There's a lot of those. There's vacation homes, second homes, Airbnb rentals. Who is renting Airbnbs right now? Nobody. Okay, you're in vacation markets, resort markets, that kind of stuff. People who have a lot of second homes, a lot of people, their incomes are going to be going down. Their businesses are losing money, and they've had a second home in these good times. They've had a second home, a third home. They're going to be selling those. Because they're going to be liquidating assets so that they can get cash reserves so that whatever happens, they're prepared for it. Those, my friend, are motivated sellers. Now, even if everything is on hold for days or weeks, it's going to unleash. It's going to come back open. Why not use right now to keep pumping the pump and keep filling the pipelines? Be sensitive, be aware, be respectful of people. Don't be a jerk. Don't be pushy and all that kind of stuff, but be proactive. Keep yourself in business and keep finding the people that you can help. And when this all opens back up again, your business is going to be positioned to continue to help people and to make money so that you can thrive through everything that's going on right now. Play to win and always expect yes. you.